welcome. Welcome to Thoughtful Life Coach. My name is Taina. We typically talk about mental health professional. We talk about anxiety, depression. Today I'm bringing something completely different to you. Today we're going to talk about other type of medication out there. Not so much medication, other type of help out there that can assist you. Now, the difference between what we're going to talk about today and medication, pharmaceutical medication prescribed to you by your mental health professional and your doctor are completely different, okay? So those type of medication have side effects, which your PCP, psychiatrist will talk to you about those risks, the benefits, and those medication you have to continue taking them. What I'm bringing to you today is just for knowledge. It's just for you to get an idea what's out there. Okay, without further ado, I would like to help me welcome Guy. He is the owner of I Am Breathwork.
I Am Breathwork, yes.
Perfect. Welcome. Thank you for coming over today.
Thank you.
So we're going to talk about a lot of things today, but before we do, can you introduce yourself for me, please?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me and allowing me to be here and to share what I do with the world. My name is Guilherme. I go by Guy. We met when I was a personal trainer, which I still am.
Yeah.
But today, with my wife, we own an entheogenic church, which I'll go into detail in a little bit. But our focus is we have holistic therapies that help people to connect with their purpose, connect with who they really are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we help people that have anxiety, that have depression, that have physical problems and emotional problems.
Okay.
So that's the whole basis of what we do. Is we're out there to help people a more holistic way, because we believe that holistic naturopathic tools help us to get to the root cause of our depression and anxiety, instead of, I'm not trying to bash pharmaceutical medications. I know that they have a purpose, but they don't get to the root cause of things. So we like to get to the root cause.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did you start this whole church and what you offer into the world right now?
Thank you for asking. So, well, my journey into the health industry started when I became a personal trainer, and I became very conscious about the food industry, how it's kind of like corrupt, and how they subsidize, unhealthy foods, and then they push unhealthy foods, and it gets us sick. So I was on a mission to help people better their health. And then along my journey, I actually took a substance for fun. It was magic mushrooms. For fun. It was supposed to be a fun experience with just a few friends, but it ended up being a spiritual experience. So that opened me up to a whole new world, and I started to dive into this other world, or this more natural world. So I decided to I changed the way I eat, I changed the way I think, I changed the way I viewed everything, the whole world. And I came across another medicine called ayahuasca, which comes from the Amazon, which is where I'm from, Brazil. So I was like, wow, this seems like a powerful tool. I started reading up on it and saw the tremendous benefits. It's like the most powerful natural antidepressant in the world. So it helps a lot of people. So, and then along my path, I found breathwork as well. Breathwork is an amazing tool. Reiki, yoga, Qigong. These are all tools that along my journey after that magic mushrooms experience, I started to dabble into and learn more and apply it myself, and I started to connect more. And then eventually I tried ayahuasca for the first time, and it's just changed everything for me in my perception and changed my life. So I received a mission to be a facilitator and to help people as well. So that's why ayahuasca is a substance that contains DMT, which is actually an illegal substance, but you are legally allowed to practice if you have a church. It's called an entheogenic church.
Okay.
So it's not religion. It's not religious or anything like that. We believe that, you know, separation is an illusion and that, you know, we're all one. So we respect all religions. Anyone, no matter what religion you practice or you're involved in, you are welcome to try ayahuasca, because it just connects us all.
Okay.
You know, we realize that we are all one. We are all made up of the same, of stardust. You know, like we all come from the same energy, the same source. Exactly. So yeah, we started an entheogenic church, and now today we just travel around the USA, and we host these ceremonies in California, in Utah, in Florida, in Hawaii, out here in New England, and we also host breath work, and which we'll go into a little bit more about that, because it's such a powerful tool.
Yes.
And we also do ice baths and guided meditations, Ho'oponopono as well. So yeah, that's a little bit about what we do and why we're here.
So for each one of those, do you need to have specific training, certificate? I know it's a big thing with us right now. They always ask, do you have certificate for this? When in reality, everything that started from the core never need a certificate, but now we need certificate for everything. How would you tell the viewer, where did you learn it, and how is one able to practice it? Yeah,
so I have a lot of certifications. I do have a certification in breath work. The certification took a year long, so wow. I'm a trauma-informed breathwork facilitator. I did a Qigong course as well, a Reiki course. I did level 2 Reiki, but I have to do one more level to reach level 3. I'm in the middle of that as well. Yeah, and in regards to the plant medicine, there's ayahuasca, there's no certification out there. It's like by experience. Okay. You know what I mean? So I started by following a facilitator, and you know, she taught me her ways, and I started to get more intimate with the medicine. And you also receive guidance from a higher wisdom, you know, guiding you to do this, and that's where a lot of the teachings come from, is from this higher guidance.
Okay. Yeah. So someone like myself, I've never tried it. I don't know what it is. Have you tried it? And if so, can you share the experience for some of the viewers? I think for a lot of people who doesn't want to go to the pharmaceutical route, that might be something they want to look into, and understanding what it is and what happened. Sharing your experience might kind of give them an idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So not just ayahuasca, but many other alternative medicines, like psilocybin, mushrooms, ketamine, and a lot of these substances are being used now in controlled settings to help people. So, and it's becoming a lot more acceptable, like in Colorado, in California, even in Utah. It's starting they're starting to like open the doors for psychedelics, and it's starting to be more of like, you know, common. So because they're seeing that people are actually getting to the root cause of their pain, of their trauma, you know, instead of just, you know, using pharmaceutical to kind of like put a Band-Aid over, you know what I mean? Which also, like you said earlier, it can cause side effects. It can get us addicted, you know what I mean? So in regards to my experience with, you know, these alternative natural medicines, it's been nothing but healing. I've been able to like heal a lot of past traumas as well. It is a psychoactive substance, which means when you take it, you can see visions. You can go to the past. You can kind of like go to the future, see how your life would be if you take certain decisions. You know what I mean? And there's also the medicine ayahuasca actually cleanses you out, like physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. There is a purging aspect to it too, where you vomit sometimes, but the vomit is very powerful. You're vomiting like any. For every experience is different in its own way. You know, the medicine is an intelligent force, and it acts, and is. It can cause you to just let go of a lot of toxic behaviors, toxic thoughts, toxic emotions, things that are holding you back. You know. But for me, it's been nothing but mind opening and healing, and for many others too, as well.
Now, when you mentioned vomiting, and so those are side effects from it.
Yeah, well, it's not like a side effect. I would say it's part of the process. It can happen. It doesn't mean that it will happen. It means that it
possibility.
It can, yeah.
Okay, so can someone who's taken Adderall, any psych medication, actually do that as well?
So, very good question. Before someone decides to do ayahuasca, first and foremost, they must do their own research. Right? Everyone, do your own research so you can get familiar, get multiple different perspectives. And if you decide to do it, make sure you read up on the people that are serving, and you know more about them, their background. See if you can get some reviews of actual people that have been to their retreats. And the way we do it is we go through like a screening process first. We have a set of questions that people have to answer. And in the questions it asks if they're taking any medication or prescription medications, because for 7 days prior, let's say if your ceremony is in 1 week, you have to start 7 days before and cleanse from any type of medication that you're taking, pretty much.
Would that also include alcohol?
Alcohol, drugs, even like casual sex, processed foods, meat, dairy. So you do have to follow like a plant-based diet. Eggs are okay, but we recommend, because like the dairy and the meat can cause blockages and can cause you to blockages, so you don't feel the medicine, and it can cause excessive purging as well. So especially like the depression and anxiety medications are the ones we really worry about, because those are the ones that can cause like a really, really bad side effect if you mix it with the medicine. Also, any heavy drugs or alcohol, we say to cleanse from all of these things 7 days before the experience. So you go in and you have a clean experience. And there's no risk, you know what I mean? If you do everything right and if you follow the protocols, that's the safest way to do it. But everywhere that you go, it'll be a little bit different though. They have different rules. So,
So what about breath work?
Breath work, awesome. So we just had a breath work event last Saturday here in the Spiritual Common Center in Natick. And it was amazing. It was there was about 20 people, and the purpose of it is there's many different types of breathwork techniques, but the one that we offer is called somatic release. So somatic release, somatic means of the body, and release. So we're releasing things from the body that's stuck. So throughout our lives, when we go through like traumatic situations, highly charged emotional situations, if we don't have the tools to process those things, or if we were never given a safe space to process those things, what happens is the mind creates like these protection mechanisms, and our body holds on to it. We may not be consciously paying attention to these things, and just because we kind of ignore it or we're not paying attention to these things doesn't mean it's not there. The body holds on to us, to these traumas, and then it can manifest as weight gain. It can manifest as disorders, like eating disorders. It can manifest as blockages, mental blockages, or feeling like you're stuck, or anxiety and depression. All because we suppressed emotions from the past, because we didn't know how to process, or we were never given the space, the safe space to process.
Right.
So what happens when we do this breathwork technique is we change our frequency of our brain waves from beta to alpha to theta, and the mind shuts off because the mind has all of these protection mechanisms and these survival mechanisms, and we tap into the body and we release suppressed emotions, and we tap into what's called the limbic brain. The limbic brain is responsible for processing emotions and memories. So we provide a safe space for people to tap into that and to release. So if you see videos of a somatic release breathwork, it kind of looks a little scary because people like are screaming, people are yelling and crying and laughing and experiencing like rage. And this is like the body's way of processing. It's a natural process. All we're doing is, breathing, going deep. So that's what we do is we offer a safe space for people to let go of these things. And when people do, it helps us to live our best life with, anything that's not serving us, anything that's there, that's all the pain that's stuck underneath the surface. The breath work helps us to illuminate and to shine light on those things and for it to process.
Okay.
It's all about processing these things. And it's called I am breathwork because we tap into our I am, which is who we really are. You know what I mean? Without all the labels, without all of the programs, right? We tap into source, to God, whatever it is that you resonate with, that's what we, everyone has a different perception, but we tap into unconditional love. And that's what it's all about. And that's who we really are, unconditional love, right? If you look at a baby, the baby's like, when we're born into this world, it's like all love. And if the baby's is not hungry or if they didn't they didn't go number 2, they're always happy.
Yes.
So we tap into that, and anything outside of unconditional love is human programming and conditioning and these limiting beliefs, and because we were programmed environmentally through our caregivers and the school system and our elders, you know what I mean? So it's all about releasing what's there stuck and allowing the new to come in, so we can manifest our dream.
Yes, yeah. You mentioned you do Ho'oponopono.
Yeah.
At what point do you incorporate that?
So part of like healing, a lot of people, Ho'oponopono is we used to live in Hawaii for a couple years after I moved here I grew up in this area, this Massachusetts area. When we moved to Hawaii, then that's when I found out about Ho'oponopono. And at what point do we use it? Just whenever we feel it's intuitive. Honestly, during our ceremony, then we'll have like a little guided Ho'oponopono meditation with it, because it helps people to forgive, to release, to open the heart. Because when we go through like trauma, when we go through like challenging moments in our lives, our heart tends to close off. Yeah. And Ho'oponopono helps you to just like open and feel that gratitude, that love, that forgiveness. So it's a powerful tool.
Yeah. So for some of the viewers who do not know what Ho'oponopono is, it's originated in Hawaii. I can't remember the name of the tribe. And there's a doctor, he was a psychiatrist who had to, who took on a new job working at a mental health. And when he was working there, no one could keep a job. The inmates were belligerent. So because he's from the tribe, or he was aware of that, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you and I thank you, he kept saying it for each inmate who also was a patient, until the hospital is closed now. So that's how this kind of like start taking wind, and everybody's saying it. It's on YouTube as well. If you want to go through, it changes, it moves energy by itself. It moves energy around, because this is something I practice in my office with some of my clients before we do anything as well.
Yeah.
It's also very wonderful. So let's talk about the cold treatment.
Oh, the cold.
Yes.
The ice bath, yeah.
Ice bath.
Yeah, so it's another thing that we do. We at our retreats, and just like we also host just breathwork with the ice bath events as well.
Okay.
Because the breathwork is the key to help you to be able to do the ice plunge.
Okay.
It's not like, hey, let's just go jump in the ice. You know, like there has to be a preparation. There's 3 phases, right? The first phase is the breath work, right? Which we do like 3 to 5 rounds of breath. And what that does, it helps us to heat up our core. It helps us to alkalize our blood. It helps us to kind of like get mentally focused as well, dropping out of the mind into the body. And after you complete that, then we go inside the ice bath. As soon as you go in the ice bath, it's your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, which is fight or flight, and then you freak out. Some people freak out, because your body goes into the shock, and you're like, what? Like, I want to get out. You think of 1,000 reasons to get out of the ice bath, and then what we tell people is like, don't think of 1,000 reasons to get out. Think about the 1,000 reasons why you should stay inside, which is, it's good for my health. It's good for muscle recovery. It's good for dopamine. It helps you to produce dopamine like 200% every single time you do it. So it makes you feel happy. It makes you feel uplifted. It's good for your immune system. It boosts your frequency, your energy, your vitality. So it's good for your skin. It's good for your circulation. So there's like so many benefits. So like while you're in there, we tell people. We go through, we tell them this before they go inside, so think of 1,000 reasons why you should stay inside, and don't listen to that little voice that's trying to get you to get out there. That's the comfort zone saying, get out, get out. But the body can do it. You just have to convince the mind. Right. You know what I mean? So the first minute is the toughest, but after the first minute, your body starts to adjust to the environment, because your body's an intelligent machine. So it's gonna help you to survive in that situation. And then you just let go and you get in there. When that shock happens, we tend to like shallow breathe or not breathe at all. So we tell people, as soon as you get in there, deep breathing. In through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Don't go or not breathe at all, because that's going to cause more panic.
Oh, yeah.
That's like anxiety, So we breathe before. As soon as we go in, we breathe when we're inside, because that'll stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. And then after a minute, your body will start to heat up, and it won't even feel cold anymore.
Oh, wow.
After like a minute and a half.
Okay.
And then usually for first timers, we say 2 to 3 minutes is good, but people who are more resistant, you can stay a little bit longer, 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so. But yeah, it's a powerful tool. And then when we get out of the tub, then we do a quick recovery exercise to help bring the circulation back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. That sounds amazing.
It is.
I would give myself one good reason not to stay, but definitely would like to try it.
Yeah. Start with cold showers.
Yeah.
Start with cold showers and then work your way to the ice.
To the ice. Yeah. Okay. So let's try to see if we have a few minutes. Do you want to do the breath?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So. I'm going to go through a quick explanation with everyone. So make sure if you're seated, make sure your spine is nice and tall, or you can be in a lying down position with your belly facing up. So there's 2 ways you can breathe. I'll tell you a little bit about the purpose of each one. If you want to relax, if you're feeling stressed or anxious, then do in through the nose, exhale through the nose. In through the nose, exhale through the nose. And when you do the inhale, you want to inhale to the belly, to the chest, full body breaths, okay? Effort on the inhale and effortless exhales, all right? And no pausing between inhalation and exhalation. So the other breathing is in and out through the mouth. So now in our day-to-day life, it's better to do in and out through the nose, but in small doses, in and out through the mouth can help to build up energy. If you're feeling low energy, in and out through the mouth in a small dose, it'll help you to give you that boost, right? So it's the same thing, in through the mouth, into the belly, chest, clavicle, effortless exhales, Okay.
Okay.
So we have about 4 minutes, so we'll
Let's try
we'll do
it.
like a quick round of like
Yes.
15
That sounds
repetitions.
good. That sounds
Right?
good.
So I invite everyone to get into a comfortable position and close your eyes. Keep your spine nice and tall. And then whatever works for you, if you want to do in and out through the nose or in through the mouth and out the mouth, you can choose whatever feels right for you in this moment. So I invite you to start in 3, 2, 1. Fully in. And out. Into the belly, into the chest. And relax on the exhale. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fully in and hold. Hold for 5 seconds, and then after the 5 seconds, let everything go and relax. 3, 2, 1.
That was amazing.
I feel so lightheaded.
It is, yeah. Is that normal?
Yeah, that's normal
Okay.
to feel lightheaded because everything starts to change. Physiologically, your body starts to change.
Okay.
But use those 2 methods either, like I said, if you're having a rough day and anxious or stressed, if you're stressed out, in and out through the nose. Or if you're feeling like a day like you're lazy or unmotivated, or if you want to get a quick boost before the gym to work out, do the in and out through the mouth. In our day-to-day life, the best way to breathe, the safest, the right way is in and out through the nose.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. And again, what we just talked about is no way, shape, or form for you to stop taking your medication prescribed by a mental health professional. This is just an addition. Before you start any medication at all, you should always consult with your primary care doctor, a healthcare professional, to make sure everything is okay. Thank you again. Thank you to Guy for coming in. Once again, be true to yourself, and remember, to take that step, you have to allow yourself to go to the next stage. Okay? Until we meet again, stay true to yourself. Have a good one.